So let's start by talking about emergence. So emergence is the process by which a system of interacting parts develops more complex patterns, right? So the term emergence was first used in the scientific sense by biologist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck in 1802. But it still wasn't until after World War II that that idea had started to gain popularity as a way of thinking about complex systems. I'm going to use a Lego example, so if this is too nerdy for you, you can tune out for this example. But if, let's say, you get a Lego set and you don't know what you're building, so you just see those Lego blocks, and that's all you're seeing. These are the interacting parts. But the more complex pattern is the pattern that you're going to develop. So let's say you're building the Star Wars Death Star or something really cool like that. You're going to start with these small interacting parts, but then you start taking a look, reading the instructions, putting them together, and this more complex pattern emerges that actually brings a different meaning. So for us as interpreters, for us who are just fascinated with communication, or those of us who use interpreters, the answer lies in examining what we already know. We can see the world through a new lens and recognize that people are complex, not simple machines. We can see how culture, communication, emotional intelligence, communication between people are made up of so many different pieces, and we're all working together to create meaning. Emergent patterns are the result of multiple layers of communication. They're not easily predicted or controlled, and may not even be apparent to the interpreter at first. However, they allow us to expand our interpretive skills and abilities while increasing our ability to provide a meaningful interpretation experience. The key is to view communication as an active process of meaning making that goes beyond the words spoken or signed. Interpreters must be aware and sensitive to their own background knowledge and assumptions that influence the way they interpret. And by being aware of these influences, we can improve our skills as interpreters and expand our understanding of human connection and communication. And from there, we can use that knowledge to help us interpret. It's a learning process. When we take a step and just look at the patterns that happen in our lives, take a step back and don't just look at the small Lego piece or the small occasion that happened, but start thinking about what type of patterns are we seeing? Have we seen this happen before? Do you predict it's going to happen again? And why did it happen? What kind of piece did that action or that thing have in the overall picture? And once you start recognizing that, just taking a moment and really pausing and starting to reflect on the work that we do, reflecting on communication patterns, reflecting on how people are connecting, we'll start seeing these emergent patterns start bubbling up to the surface.